You refuse to fight me? Despite how you look, you're just a coward.
Quit squawking. A fledgling out for blood is still just a fledgling. You're no threat to me. Think about it from my point of view. You could get seriously hurt, and then what would happen?
What? You just assume you'll be able to beat me? Well, I'll show you.
That's enough. You can't train and argue at the same time. Dan Ning, you come with me before someone really does get hurt. Perfect timing. Look after Ling Tong for me, would you?
Hey! I don't need...
Come on, let's go.
He's a fool. He doesn't realize that you just saved his skin.
So, why are you here? Why can't you ever let me stew in my own misery? I trained with you, at my father's behest. Yet this fledgling is no closer to leaving the nest. Whenever I see him, I can't help but consider ending him with some accidental slip of my hand during training. Not to mention, I had grossly underestimated his abilities. Admit it, even you must have grown weary at that stunt I pulled. You do? But how can you? Without experiencing what I have. Well, you always have had a capacity for empathy. In any case, would you be willing to beat me into shape? Remake me from the ground up? First, I need to establish myself among the others in Wu. I feel it's better to start there than let that bastard distract me. And if I ever get the urge to pick a fight with him again, now I know that I can talk things over with you instead. The fledgling learns to fly in the shadows of his forebearers. Can I count on you to look after me? Until I am strong enough to leave the nest?
I wonder...
I miss the days when thieves were
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
Another fight? Then it won't be long before the...
Let's go.
Follow your general! Forward march!
All of you, advance! Keep up with your commander!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
A worthy foe approaches. I shall take care of them. Begin the advance.
We will wait here. Keep your strength in reserve.
Good eye. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Impressive, as always. There's a lot I can learn from you.
Take this.
We will stand by here.
The tables turned. The enemy officer has
Time
been
has
defeated.
arrived. All of you, get ready. Charge!
Time to resist. We are to crash into the enemy with everything we have. Get ready.
Good eye. The enemy officer
Begin the advance.
has been
All
defeated.
units, march!
They're fighting over there? Let's go. I don't think I'll let you guys have all the fun.
The enemy officer
We're on even
been
ground
defeated.
now. This is our chance to make a move.
Take this.
This territory is ours.
Halt. Let us observe for now.
There we go. All my might.
Good eye. The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might. Time to act. There we go.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
My power alone is insufficient for a
Let's go. You are just in time. We're about to begin the counterattack. Got this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Try it.
Tables turned.
All my might. Time to act. Take this.
The enemy enemy officer
Okay,
has been
give up.
defeated.
Let's go.
Look at what's coming next time.
That one would put up a good fight for sure. I'm gonna go see for myself.
We will stand and fight. Make every arrangement, and with haste.
Take this. With all my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated. I've been waiting for this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Descends here. I see it. Take this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Tables turned. Take this.
Infested.
The enemy
I
officer
shall return
has
after
been
reviewing
defeated.
my strategy.
The enemy officer
Taste victory
has been defeated.
Savor it. Then you'll see me again.
This is tough, but they won't take me down that easily.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I'm glad I believed in you.
Commending this.
We end this here.
This appears to be as far as we go.
Your aid is truly welcome.
We are all in your debt now.
Take this. With all my might.
Here I go. Here I go.
I see it. End this.
I feel weak.
The enemy
I
officer
retreat for
has
now.
been defeated.
Rest assured, payback awaits you.
Let's go. We'll provide the backup.
Another one falls behind me.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics. My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
just in time. We're about to begin the counterattack.
Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! This appears to be as far as we go.
Take that! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm sorry. I'm going to withdraw.
The tables turned. Take this.
To nothing.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
That was my kind of battle from start to finish. They say Lord Huanggai.
Have you heard the news? Liu Biao of Jing died the other day. And Cao Cao is not a man to miss an opportunity. I'm sure he will begin his southward advance.
Should he take Qing province, his conquest of the realm will become virtually unstoppable. For Wu to survive in the face of such a threat, we must strengthen our kingdom until we have the power to rival him, and that will require more territory.
I am sure there is. But expanding our borders is probably the easiest path.
One can strategize endlessly, but the fact remains that a small territory simply cannot host a massive army.
But first, there is something we must do in preparation. A task you two would be well suited for. I want you to act as messengers to send our condolences and meet with Liu Biao's successor, Liu Song. While there, find Liu Bei, who is said to be staying with him, and subtly ask him to join our side.
There is, however, a possibility that Cao Cao has already made a move. He did consider Liu Bei a threat, after all.
You're a longtime acquaintance of Liu Bei and his men, are you not? So let me ask you this. What kind of man is Liu Bei, in your eyes? Compassion. Sounds like the exact opposite of Cao Cao, who favors reason above all. Unlike a man of reason, one of compassion can be swayed by momentary emotions. Perhaps that changeability is what Cao Cao fears so much. Whatever the case may be, bringing Liu Bei to our side will be a necessity in countering Cao Cao. Good luck, you two. The fate of the House of Sun depends on you.
We'll get to see Lord Sun So.
Have you heard?
Liu Bei and his sworn brothers fight. Have you heard? They say Cao Cao invaded Xingye with a huge army.
Xingye? Isn't that where Lord Liu Bei is?
It was. But apparently he fled and headed to Shanyang to ask Lord Liu Song for help. Then, Lord Liu Song went and surrendered right away, instead of trying to shelter Lord Liu Bei. He probably didn't want him around because he was so well liked by Lord Liu Biao.
So, do you know if Lord Liu Bei is safe?
These are just rumors, but I hear he left and took the people of Xiangyang with him to seek help from Lord Liu Qi in Jiansha.
You mean everyone in Xiangyang? That's incredible!
Lord Liu Bei was extremely popular with the people there. I guess they all wanted to go with him.
It appears things are rather tense. Cao Cao is moving much faster than we thought. Let's see if we can head to Jiangxia, and let us hope Liu Bei is still safe. I did not expect Cao Cao to make his move this quickly. But I am glad you are safe, Lord Liu Bei. Though I must say I was surprised that you've brought your people with you.
We would not have made it here if not for the remarkable efforts made by everyone. And by Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Zhao Yun, and Zhuge Liang in particular.
We are thankful to them as well. For it would have been a grievous blow to lose you.
Ah, and what might you mean by that? Compared to someone like Lord Sun Quan, who controls all of Jiangdong, I am but a minor leader without power or land.
Without power and land, perhaps. But you are also one of the few lords who garner a lot of attention. We believe that if we can join forces with you, we may even be able to counter Cao Cao. As we speak, he is seeking to take Jing Province, a critical territory. If his invasion is successful, both your forces and ours will soon be overrun. To put it simply, we believe our interests align. Lord Sun Quan has control over Qiangdong proper, and has even expanded Wu's reach by taking in the Shan Yue and minor lords. If you wish to take on Cao Cao, it may be worthwhile for you to ally with us.
We are very grateful for the offer. We have been searching for allies as well, so we would be...
Lord Liu Bei, may I interject? Lord Lu Su's offer is truly a gracious one. However, I have a hard time believing that there is a consensus on this matter within Wu. Joining up with a small group like ours to fight against the mighty army of Cao Cao? That seems like mere bravado at best.
It pains me to admit it, but you're right. When we heard that Liu Song had surrendered to Cao Cao, we left for Jiangxia right away. Our orders in coming here were indeed to secure an alliance with Lord Liu Bei. But I cannot claim that our side has reached a consensus on the matter.
Then, it is only fair to obtain the agreement of those in Wu. For an alliance without mutual understanding will only bring division. Lord Liu Bei, I would like your permission to act as a messenger to Wu. I will convince the officers there and make this agreement a reality.
The Honorable Warriors...
We've been called for a meeting. It seems a message from Cao Cao arrived just before we returned. Yes, it was written in more delicate language, but it was in essence asking for our surrender. Perhaps we should have expected this, but those in Wu have split right down the middle, just as Zhuge Liang predicted. There are those who claim that victory is impossible against Cao Cao, and that we should surrender before any unnecessary bloodshed. And then, there are those who say we should ally with Liu Bei, and resist Cao Cao with everything we have. If there is anyone capable of uniting the two factions together, I can think of no one more fit for the task than Lord Zhou Yu. But, unfortunately, he is away at the moment. He is likely busy taking measures of his own to make sure we are prepared for the coming danger. Ultimately, the only way we can protect both our domain and our people is to rise up and rival Cao Cao for control of the realm. I've spoken of this plan before, haven't I? It isn't some impossible dream. I truly believe it can be done. Which is why I want nothing more than to convince every person of consequence in Wu to resist the urge to surrender. But for now, I'm off to meet with Zhuge Liang. You should make your way over to the war room to wait for our arrival.
I think we can all agree that fighting Cao Cao is extremely reckless. How can we possibly hope to win against such numbers? Territory should not take priority over the safety of the people of Wu. Is it not said that needless bloodshed is the mark of a foolish leader?
I never thought I would witness the likes of Lord Zhengjiao, suggesting we kneel to a tyrant who manipulates the Emperor and exploits all in his path. The Yellow Turbans of Qing, the Heishen bandits. They gave in to Cao Cao and have achieved distinction under his command. But in reality, their lives have been robbed of all meaning, and they now exist as nothing more than toothless beasts at the mercy of the lash. Tyranny is all that lies at the end of the path to Cao Cao's feet. Once you become a slave to his power, it becomes impossible to break free. Do you really think we should abandon our pride and forsake our future just to avoid making the sacrifice necessary to protect them?
We do not find giving up on our land and our people to Cao Cao any more tolerable than you do. But if this is what it takes for our people's lives to be spared, then is it not the best decision we can make?
He's right. There is no reason for us to sacrifice ourselves for pride. We will eventually win back everything taken from us.
With all due respect, I am honestly a little disappointed in what I'm witnessing here. The Sun clan, renowned for its brave warriors, has such cowards for officers.
How dare you!
Lord Liu Bei has no land to call home, and what soldiers and retainers he does have are far fewer in number than those of Wu. In spite of all that, he has sworn to never bend the knee to Cao Cao, and has even sent me to Wu to negotiate an alliance. He does so to save the people of Jing, who regard him with love and respect. And when I arrive here, all I see is Wu, for all its advantages, cowering beneath the shadow of Cao Cao, considering no option but surrender. No matter how many talented officers you assemble, or how well you govern your people, that cowardice makes all of Wu far weaker than Liu Bei alone.
All Liu Bei does is flee from battle to battle. He fled from Ji, he fled from You, and from Shu as well. He certainly has more courage than most, but only the foolhardy charge into battle without the strength to prevail.
So, tell us, Lord Zhuge Liang, are we to assume that you have discovered a way to defeat such a massive force?
Yes. I came here knowing that if we fight alongside Wu in this battle, there is a way for us to win. But if the mere thought of having to face a powerful enemy has robbed you of the will to fight, I'll just have to come up with a new plan. Lord Sun Quan, I highly suggest you carefully consider your circumstances and your ability to lead.
Now look here.
I understand the doubts of Zhengjiao and the others very well. Lu Su and Lord Zhuge Liang have also made a strong case. We will end the discussion here for the time being. I need some time to gather my thoughts on what has been said. This is terrible. I'm a complete failure.
What do you mean by that?
My father laid the foundations, and my brother built Wu into the kingdom it is today. And yet I can't even muster up the courage to defend it. The shame that I feel is overwhelming. I know full well that we must fight. Yet, I can't help but realize how little chance we have of winning. War is crucial to the survival of the kingdom. But we should not fight battles we cannot win. This is a basic principle of warfare.
That is true. Lord Zhengzhao was not by any means mistaken in his reasoning. If both sides are correct in their own way, then all that is left is for you to make your choice.
Surrender and be trampled upon, or fight and face certain defeat. I don't exactly have the best options to choose from.
Where did you get the idea that those were the only two paths? I think you should choose the third path. That is to say, you should bravely take the field, win the battle, and protect all that you hold dear. Is this not also what you had in mind, Lord Zhou Yu?
Zhou Yu, you have returned.
Yes, I've only just arrived. I'm a bit later than I had planned. But Lord Zhangjiao and the others sure were grumbling up a storm. Zhuge Liang must have really caused a commotion at the meeting.
Perhaps his words were a little too bitter for them to stomach.
He must have thought that such an approach would be the only thing that could bring Wu to its senses. But Zhuge Liang's words were not meant to merely aggravate or inspire. I think he may actually believe that we can win. He plans to lead Liu Bei to victory, even if it means wringing every last bit of strength out of Wu. He would not have voiced his discontent so strongly without firm conviction. They are fully committed to this fight. We must make use of that. My lord, I speak to you now as a loyal retainer of the House of Sun. I have prepared a secret strategy that will ensure Cao Cao's defeat, but this plan cannot work unless we are able to use Liu Bei's forces. With my plan and the brave warriors in our ranks, we can protect the lives of our people, the domain of Wu, and everything we hold dear.
But this matter has divided us into two separate factions. What can I possibly do to convince everyone to unite as one? Even the soundest strategy is meaningless without the will to fight.
I will explain to them that there is a path to victory, and then I will urge them to reconsider. And if that isn't enough to inspire them to take action, well, we'll just have to appeal to their hearts instead of their minds.
Now even Lord Zhou Yu is insisting that we risk our lives in defiance. And just how do you plan on defeating an army of that size?
The size of Cao Cao's army certainly makes it a force to be reckoned with. But numbers can be deceiving. We must first compare the strengths and weaknesses of both sides. Our disadvantage lies primarily in our inferior numbers. But what do we have that we could use to our advantage?
The enemy is far from home, and they are also poorly trained. Most importantly, long boat journeys tend to bring sickness and fatigue.
Precisely so. And that's why we will fight them on the banks of Jing. No matter how imposing a force may be on land, on water, they become a mere jumble of poorly trained soldiers.
You have a point. Well, even a huge army makes for easy prey if its movements are sluggish.
As they will be slow to maneuver, all we need is a strategy to wipe them out before they have time to escape. What we will do is burn their entire fleet to ashes.
So we are to rely on nothing but unconventional tactics and sheer luck? Even if your fire attack were to succeed, how do you know we can win?
War is of course unpredictable, and I do not claim to have the ability to know the outcome of a battle before it is fought. But to consider no outcome but defeat before even taking the field, how is that any different than losing the battle before it even begins? Now, allow me to ask you all in plain words. Which path will you choose? Will you abandon the kingdom of U to live carefree lives without ambition? It is true that taking such a path may prolong your lives. You may even live long enough to reclaim your land and pride. But we would not be the ones to fight and die for the cause. That task would fall to none but our own children. Lord Sun Jian, Sun Ce, and all our forefathers. What would they think? Could you justify that choice to them? If you have even one small shred of pride left as retainers of the Sun clan, as the people of U, you will rise up, draw your weapons, and fight with all of your strength!
He's right! We must be the ones to protect U, no matter how powerful the enemy may be.
You can count me in. I'll honor my ancestors by fighting to the very end, so that my father and Su can look down on me with pride.
Those who wish to surrender should do so. That is, if there are any among us that don't mind licking the boots of our enemies.
So we have no option but to fight. However,
this discussion is now over. This is a fight for our lives. A fight for all of the people of U, past, present, and future. We must defeat Cao Cao's forces once and for all!
No, I am content with this decision. I was just collecting my thoughts, that's all. Where will this path lead the kingdom of U?
Everyone says that damn Cao Cao is going to rule this land. How dull.
Thanks for coming. I wonder how many times I've invited you here like this. I've been wanting to hear your thoughts recently, and this strategy council meeting made a good pretext for that. I have no other reason for asking you to come here today. I just wanted to express my gratitude. Haha! There's no playing the fool. Have you already forgotten about the alliance with Liu Bei's forces? Your fate and mine are intertwined now, and your ties with Liu Bei are what brought this alliance into being. Relying on your expertise was the correct move. Lord Zhou Yu said the same thing, you know. Unwilling to claim credit, I see. Well, I suppose you could indeed say that the alliance resulted from Lord Sun Quan's decision. But now, the real battle will begin. Cao Cao's forces are immense, and as such, we are constantly overwhelmed. Our alliance with Liu Bei's forces just about put us on an equal footing. And yet, I have suggested sending everyone to their deaths so that Wu may remain standing. It's clear that the days to come will be filled with terror. How do you think things will turn out? A definitive statement. So you have more faith in Wu than I have, then? Surely Lord Sun Quan also thrusts himself into the fray with similar sentiments. Sorry for boring you with such talk. I had lost confidence in myself and was dwelling too long on the negatives. But thanks to your words, I can feel truly proud of my decision. There's no doubt we shall realize this dream we've worked toward. We'll prove it to everyone, far and wide. We have the talent and skill to make it happen.